All right, gonna go ahead and get started. Hopefully everybody should be able to see in addition as well, hear me. So testing out this YouTube again. Want to make sure that everyone can see and hear me. 1 2 1 2 1 2. We're gonna go ahead and get started. And I go ahead and share my entire screen. And there we go. Right. My entire screen should be sharing. And jump right into this thing. All right. So Trump says the US and China have went ahead and reached a trade truce, right? So trade truce today. That was one of the news, the piece of news that did hit the markets. So we're going to run through a couple tickers. First ticker, we're going to start off. We're going to do this really fast. We'll start off with Super Micro Computer, SMCI. So if you're looking at SMCI, and let me just make sure everybody should be able to see. If you guys can see, you guys see my screen clearly. Drop some comments and fires in the chat. Just want to make sure that everyone can see the screen clearly. So super micro computer ticker SMCI. That is the first name that's on the list. So SMCI currently is at $50.31. If we could see a break over $50.75, we potentially have a squeeze all the way up to 55. Right, you can see that. You'll see that squeeze all the way up there to 55. Was that 55.65? Right. So 55.65 is where you can see the squeeze all the way up to. All right. So we are looking for that squeeze here, 55.65. All right. So get ready to see that over this particular point. Now we also had an S&P 500 this week. Let's look at the SPY. All right. So if you're looking at the SPY, we just broke and we're at 614. So new all-time high for the SPY. Y'all give it up for the SPY, man. Up another $2. New all-time high for the SPY. We broke out. We was speaking about this bull flag break. So we broke out here on the SPY. We've been running since 606. We're all the way at 613 right now. All right. So we're all the way up here at 613. We broke out. Now, next up that we're gonna talk about, I want to go to a couple of names here. Also want us to look at AMD, Advanced Money Doubler. That's what I seen in the chat this morning. But AMD, we had a clean break, right? We had a falling wedge pattern that essentially took place all the way from the peak here. We had a falling wedge pattern. Price broke out of this falling wedge pattern, and now we've pushed further back up here to this upside. So price broke out of this falling wedge. Been a beautiful pattern here. A lot of a lot of great movement to what we saw. Right, price ended up breaking. So now we're getting ready to go ahead and come up to 153.44 if we can break through 148. Right, so if we can break through 148, that'd be magical for us to see this move upward. Right. Uh, I definitely want to, continue to stress, this 144. Let's see, 140, we can break through 145.63. Next up, let's go here. We're gonna keep this party rolling. Let's look at AXP, American Express. So American Express still breaking out of this bull flag. We took a trade, right? So there was a trade that we took in the community. Let's go to it. AXP this week. All right, we just gave this one out. AXP. This was on 624. First target 313 just hit. So we took this trade on 624, right at 10:57 a.m. Right. So AXP first target 313 just smacked here in the pre-market. So our second target is up here at 320. Right. So second target up here at 320. We can see this break. Like I said, we want to see this breakout continue to break upwards, right? So we did hit this point right here. Boom, broke out over this broke over this 313. Next stop is 320, right? So we also did have a couple of like we talked SMCI. We've been talking SMCI. We've been in September 19th and January call options. SMCI is kicking ass now. So we do see this movement to the upside on SMCI. We had that there, right? So pretty solid, like I said, pretty solid moves that we had. Um, like I said, I think we should be good to go. We have a lot of golden crosses, right? So we have a lot of 9 and 21 EMAs crossing. We also have a lot of bull flags. So Uber, right? Ticker UBER, Uber, bull flag break over 93, right? So if you're looking at Uber, this bull flag is getting ready to break out. If we can see Uber top and push upward, right, over this bull flag and break out here, this would be nice. So Uber bull flag break here on this weekly time frame. One stock that hasn't participated though, funny enough, right? You need Apple, right? You definitely do need to watch Apple. I mean, Apple hasn't participated in anything. It's funny enough, the SPY is back to an all-time high with Apple pretty much didn't do anything, right? Did not partake at all, right? Did not partake at all in this move. So Apple sitting here trading sideways, hasn't really taken much part here at all. Next one we're going to do, I want to take a look at shift 4 payments. So I'm gonna give you guys shift 4. We're about to see a 9 and a 21 EMA cross on shift 4. All right, shift 4 payments, 9 and 21 EMA cross on shift 4 payments. So this weekly time frame on shift 4, ticker FOUR. Very bullish activity building here with shift 4. I expect it to break through 104 and go back on the upside. Right. So shift 4 payments, right? You definitely want to monitor that. Shift 4 payments. About to get a golden cross here, the 9 and the 21. EMA about to go ahead and cross upward. So this should be good for what we're going to see next here. Gave you guys pretty much a rundown on a lot of the things that I wanted to discuss. Make sure you guys like and subscribe these videos because I'm going to be on YouTube a lot more now. So wanted to be able to provide a level of insight here on YouTube. So just kind of testing this. I know a lot of people have followed me on IG. I'll still be on there, of course, providing short form content. But we're going to start having webinars here on YouTube. So make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe, share my YouTube. I've built this up a little bit over the years. I haven't really tapped into YouTube as much as I should have, but I'm primarily going to be, uh, you know, using YouTube here on out. All right. So let's give you guys a couple more things to look at and pay attention to over the next. I want to talk about OKLO. So if you look at OKLO, it's currently at $59 here in the pre-market. OKLO. So we got a 4-hour double bottom, right? A 4-hour DB. This was a trade I actually took yesterday, right? I spoke about it if you go to the previous live, I just spoke about OKLO, right? And it being a good opportunity. So we had a pullback from $73. Right now, OKLO is at $59 and change. So this is one as well with VST. These are two of my favorites. VST is up about $3. So I see OKLO and VST Vistra Corp. Both of these are in our energy space, right? So our independent power producer space, energy, pretty much our energy space. Um, we are going to, like I said, even here, more upside. Expect a new all-time high and a test towards 200 on VST, which was one of our top recommended recommendation buys when VST came down. So you also have a couple other names to discuss. NVMI,